I am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy, 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 boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Jamaican herbs and spices add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
All right, greetings and salutation for you. It is Christmas Eve. It is a wonderful day. Hope you're doing well today. I hope you're giving thanks. People, you need to appreciate life, all right? People, you need to appreciate life and appreciate the small things in life. You know, last night, late yesterday evening, I did what was supposed to be a minor surgery. I had to do some cutting. If you look on this side, which side? Yeah. If you look at my neck around this side, you see a little white thing because I had to do a surgery on the neck. So I'm here having life, but I had to do a surgery. That was supposed to be light, but I couldn't even sleep last night. Doctor had to come and give us injections, for pain and all of those things. And sleeping injection to make me sleep and this morning. But yet, many of us get up and we complain, you understand me, and we're in good health. Trust me, you don't want to be in my situation yesterday. So I want to encourage you that whatever you're going through, you have to give thanks because you're here on planet Earth. Give thanks, man. Don't just complain about the negative. Look at the positive things in life and give thanks for them. Give thanks for them. You understand me? Give thanks for them. As the scripture said, blessed is the man who walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stand in the ways of sinners, nor sit in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the law, and in his law he meditates day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of waters, that bring forth his fruit in his due season. His leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth, he shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but they are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. People, today, even if you don't have no money to go buy no Christmas things, please give thanks. Last night, for many of you, I would trade the situation I was in. Restless, pain like words. I was going to show what was taken from my neck to show you. But I said, boy, it is so gruesome. You understand me? And so you know that after today, we take some rest. But we had this interview lined up, so we decided that guess what? We're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do the interview, and then we're going to be on a break so we can fully recover because we have to go back in to do the other part of the surgery. You understand me? But I want to, my emphasis today is to help you understand that, listen, life is not as bad as most of us make it seem, you know? Yeah, man. Do we want some things in life? Of course. But we are not the worst off. We are better than many, many others. So, don't want to belabor the point, but I thought that is important for me to share with all of you. So I am here recovering from surgery. So let me wish you and your family. You may not hear from me tomorrow. We had a big thing planned with several artists who are going to come and just endorse I Am Sure Sports and do something for all our subscribers. But we're still going to do that, but just not today because we need to rest, right? But let me say big thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the platform, everyone who has supported the platform for the year 2021. Hope to have your support for the year 2022. Looking forward to that. And if you have not yet, for whatever reason, please, subscribe to the platform. Yeah, man, and show some love. Subscribe to the platform, and let us know how much you appreciate the work that I Am Sure Sports is doing to provide you with good sporting content. All right. All right. So blessing. Today we will be having with us Mr. Peart. Andrew Peart. Andrew Peart, as you know, he is the head of the JFF coaching school. In terms of coaching, he's the one who teaches the course. And they just completed the first set of classes are for coaches. And he was there, heard he did an excellent job. So we have him today, and he's going to be speaking to us about what his role is and how you as a coach can get upgraded in terms of your qualification, what that looks like, and what are the expectations, what the costs are, and things. So we're going to invite him to join us and share that with us. I hope you will be educated. I hope you'll learn some things. And please, if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask them. I'm going to allow my highly intellectual subscribers in the comment section to ask the questions so that I can put them up so that I don't have to do a lot of talking. So please make sure you work with me. Throw those questions up there for Mr. Andrew Peart so he can respond. All right. So we're going to bring him to the screen right now. Mr. Peart, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good afternoon. Do I call it Omar, Mr. Stennett, or Manis, man?
No, man, you can't say you can't say Manis, man, you can't say Omar, you can't say look at you. Any one of them you feel comfortable doing.
All right, no problem. Happy to be here.
Yeah, man. So good to have you. All the best for the festive season to you and your family. And I hope, you'll enter the new year in good health and peace.
Likewise to you, your family, and your subscribers. I realize you have a big platform here going on. That's very good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh my, I almost forgot. Listen, let's say a big thank you to our sponsor, Tricknick. Almost forget them. Tricknick is a Jamaican owned and operated company out of Canada. They use authentic Jamaican herbs and spices to make all their products, and they're offering 25% discount on all their products. All you have to do is shop at www.tricknick.ca and use the code I am sure sports 001 to get your 25% discount. All right, so check them out. They sponsor this video, and the link in that you see going across in the banner gives you information about them so you can check them out. Stephen Campbell, bless you. Thank you, All Topic TV, for your words, and Duckland Stennett, and to everybody else who's watching, all the persons who were praying. Well, when I told people that my neck was going to be cut, they thought I was joking, but it was they never cut off, they never separated, the neck and thing, but it was there that I got the cut. So blessings. So Mr. Peart, I want you to begin by telling us, about your present role. What exactly is the title, and what is the job description for your present role with the JFF coaching school?
All right, so my present role with the JFF is head of coaching education. That means I spearhead the coach education department in providing courses for Jamaican, well, coaches. Let's not just say Jamaican, because anybody can enroll in on the courses. And our mission as a school is to provide a coaching education program that's designed to produce world class coaches through a process of continuous learning with requisite skills, knowledge, and attitudes to truly and positively impact the growth of the game in Jamaica.
Okay, why was it necessary, you believe, for this school to be set up when coaches have always been there improving and growing in terms of their skills and ability? Why was it necessary, and why at this time, after so many years without an institution organization of this sort? Are you hearing me, Mr. Peart? All right. I think we're experiencing a little break in the communication right there. So let's see if we can. Yeah, I think we had a break in transmission on Mr. Peart's side, so we're going hopefully he can jump back on quickly and we pick up from there. So please, as usual, make sure you type in your questions so that we can ask uh, Mr. Peart his thoughts on what this really entails. Here we go again. Yeah, yeah, man. So please don't be afraid. Shoot all of those questions so that Mr. Peart can answer them. Yes, you seem to be having some. The internet seems to be a little challenge, but let's see if. Yeah. Are you hearing me, Mr. Peart?
I'm hearing it clearly. Are you?
Yeah, but there seem to be a little break in your transmission. It's moving very slow on your side. I don't know if you can use an ADSL cable if possible, depending on the power of the internet. But if not, as long as you're here now, you can respond. So I was asking, why was it necessary to start this now? When over the years coaches have been operating and some would say doing well without a school, why was it important at this particular juncture to establish a coaching school? All right, still experiencing some difficulties. So yeah let's see um how we are how we can fix this. Let's see how we can fix this. Yeah, because yeah, we need to get this fixed. It's too good to miss. So we need to make sure that yeah. All right, you hearing me?
Hello?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you. Are you
Yeah, I'm
hearing
hearing it
me?
clearly.
Okay. All right. So I was asking you, why was it necessary to establish a school at this particular juncture of Jamaica's football when over the years coaches have been coaching and some would say having success? Telling you, everybody seems to be home. You know, working their internet. Could that be it? Yeah. But I believe this one is going to be sorted out. We're having some of these issues yesterday, but I believe that this is going to be sorted out. It is going to be sorted out. I have no doubt that this is going to be sorted out. It is going to be sorted out. Yeah. The fact that I'm doing this in much pain means that it has to work. It has to work. It has to work, people. It has to work. It has to work. So let's wait until Mr. Peart come back. I see the question already there from Duckland, so I will make sure that that be the first question that we ask. Yes, I hope you're enjoying the festive season. It's raining where I'm at. Yeah, a lot of rain all day. I think this is the fourth Christmas in a row that the parish has had a lot of rain on Christmas Eve. You know, it's such an people it's such an awkward thing doing this, you know. But yeah, just because you have to keep your neck in a steady position. So we're hoping that Mr. Peart can jump back on, and whatever difficulties he's experiencing, it will be fixed in short order. Again, we're talking to Mr. Andrew Peart of the he's all right. This is it now, man. No more problems.
I'm pretty sure you're hearing me clearly, all right?
Yeah, man, hearing it clearly.
Okay.
All right. So the question I ask is, why was it important to start this whole schooling right now, when over the years coaches have been having success in their own estimation? Why was it necessary at this particular juncture to have a coaching school? Oh boy. Let me see if I can help and sort this out. Yeah, we need a I'm telling the crack, I need a filler. Man, I can't even have any discussion except that you know that there was a recent under 20 and under 17 camp for the Jamaica Reggae Girls. The camp ended yesterday with a scrimmage. Yes, and two of the young ladies that we interviewed, they were at the camp. Maya Mitchell was at the camp, heard that she did very well. And also Avery Johnson. You remember we did two interviews, one with Mia, one with Avery Johnson. So both young ladies were at the under 20 camp. So we're looking forward to hearing from them about what their experience was like. Of course, some of you would have also heard by now that Shamar Nicholson will be moving to Spartak Moscow come January. And been hearing a lot of stuff, and some people are, you know, some people are not happy about how some people have been viewing it, because Shamar has been getting a lot of hard time from many people. But people are people are now excited for him, and some people think like, so where were you a month ago when some people were calling for him to be out of the national team? But that's how football is. If you're not playing well, that's what people are going to do. But they want you to succeed. So when you do well, they are going to speak of your success. But it's neither here nor there. But the thing though is that we need to remember that sometimes all people need is the opportunity. And if they get the opportunity, these are the things that will happen, right? These are the things that will happen. I think even with a Mikel Antonio, I think if he was given opportunity at one of the top four clubs in the Premier League, he would do well. But some people are going to say he's not a top four striker. But I guarantee you, if he were in Manchester City or say at Chelsea, he would still play well. Probably look even better. Because all people need sometimes to excel is the opportunity, the platform to do well. And that's a big thing. You know what I want to do as well? Yesterday was Damian Hyatt's birthday, so happy belated birthday. And also people, um, some of the subscribers after Michael Tuller came on and spoke about the unsung ones. Many of the subscribers have called, reached out to him and made contributions to help with the former players who are going through some hardships, going through some hard times. So want to say a big thank you to all the subscriber. Uh all right. All right. So all right, I think let me just work on this dialogue between me. Uh Mr. Peart and I. He really wants to do this, so he's trying to sort it out. So let's just um talk and think. Maybe I should invite Cranky to come on and do the interview. Mr. Cranky, you want to do that for me? You want to come on and do the interview, seeing that I'm in um much discomfort? It would be nice for you to come on and ask the questions. I'm very sure that the kind of questions that I would ask, you would ask. You know, so maybe. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. Um, you know, that's the thing. So a lot of people were giving him a hard time. One, at the end of the day, I tell people, listen, he needs to take the deal because you don't know if a next one is coming. You don't know that you can't wait. A bird in hand is better than a bird in the ear or a bird in the bushes. That's what they say, right? So he needs to take the deal. Take the deal and keep performing. Because even if you fail to perform, you already have the money. And if you improve, the other deals will come. But don't old people tell you don't put off surety um for unsurety. You understand me? Can't do that. You can't do that. And you understand me? Um yeah, you can't do that. So I totally believe that he's doing the right thing and see what will happen. If it doesn't work out, then so be it. But don't give up what is sure for what is unsure. People are wondering how will he deal with the racism. These people know. I don't know if Jamaicans. I don't know if Jamaicans get affected by these things. Honestly, I think Jamaicans. Um, I don't know. I feel like when a Jamaican getting him money, him not really business about what people want call him and thing. Honestly, I could be wrong, but as long as a Jamaican know that him getting him money, him not really care. You understand me? That is part of my thing. I think he's yeah. All right. Yeah, man. You're all right now. So please let it work. You're all right now. So tell us, what was the purpose? Let me just jump into what was the purpose of starting a school at this present time?
Well, the purpose was to, or is to, can we formalize or bring structure to the education of our coaches? We think it's very pivotal. You look at most of the other countries in the top rankings in football. They all have established coaching education programs. Belgium is one. You look at their jump over the last 12 years, moving from about 69 or 66 up to number one for the last 4 years. You know what I mean? It all started for them with coaching education. So formalize, bring structure to it. Iceland is the next one. They have a small population, but when you look at the number of UEFA B or UEFA A licensed coaches in Iceland compared to say to 10,000 persons in the population, they have a lot, and that has really contributed to their success over the last 5 or so years. So I think is a good move by the federation to establish this program and to bring structure to it, formalize it, and now to encourage our coaches to become part of it because you want to move up. One of the good things about this as well is the Concacaf Convention, which will come about early next year. The convention is to accredit all courses. So a Concacaf A license that you'll do in Jamaica is recognized in US, Canada, Mexico, Antigua, St. Lucia, wherever. So that can bring across some level of marketability where coaches can move into region, and also it will surely develop our football in Jamaica.
Okay, all right. So let me just take many questions have come in, and because there's so many comments, let me take this one. It says, what level of coaching is offered by the coaching school?
All right. So first and foremost, that convention that I mentioned from CONCACAF, we will sign on at the C license level. That means that's the highest level course Jamaica or Jamaicans can lecture or deliver, because the highest qualification we have as Jamaican coaches is, for the majority, if not all, is the CONCACAF B license. B as in Bermuda. So we'll have to deliver on C license courses, but we'll make provisions for CONCACAF educators to come in and deliver at least 2 B license courses next year. So for start, we have earmarked 4 courses at the C license level to be delivered in 2022.
Okay, all right. So I have we call him Stan Cranky, right? Because he's going to join and he's going to field some of the questions from because of a neck. So so let me just invite him on. This is he. Welcome, Cranky.
As in
Good
Stan
afternoon.
Kroenke, who owns the Arsenal and the LA Rams.
I emulate Cranky. That's correct.
Okay.
I figure he gets a lot of grief. I don't mind taking grief. So
Yeah, man. Well, thank you for jumping on, Cranky. So people here, Stan Cranky is going to help you out because the pain is. But so that question was answered. I'll ask one of the questions that Cranky asked in the comment section, and then he can take it from there. So he had asked earlier, what license does you currently hold, and he's also asking if you're an instructor or you just manage the program.
All right. So the highest level coaching qualification I have is the CONCACAF B license. Yes, we're kind of steering away from the term instructor, which suggests a transactional relationship where it's I give you the information. No, we're looking at educators, because adult learning principles, a big part of it is student-centered learning, where you have them sharing as much as you are guiding. So yes, I'll be an educator, and I also will manage the coaching education program.
okay. I'm sorry. Question for you actually is, well, there are a number of questions. The first one is around holistically. We have talked a lot about Jamaican football, and individuals like Mr. Speed sort of indicate that he believes our players at 14, 15 are similar in competence and ability to those at international level, but there's a big difference between how they transition from that age to adult in terms of their capability, their skill set, versus the rest of the world. Do you agree with that, first thing? And secondly, how do we change that? I think we have lost him, management.
So,
No, man, he's still here.
Okay.
level, the four are even better physical, how we dominate there.
Okay.
I think one of the things is that we focus a lot on us at that level.
Mr. Peart, you were doing well. I don't know what. Are you hearing clearly, Cranky?
No, he's breaking up actually.
Yeah. Mr. Peart, you're breaking up again. I don't know what.
And he's not hearing you well either, management. We're not hearing you well. The internet again is giving some challenges.
Yeah.
Your internet is coming in and out actually.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what you touched a while ago. Whatever you touch, untouch it.
Is a human static? Is that you? I think we have lost him actually. He's frozen.
Yeah. Mr. Peart? All right. So just keep that question in mind, Cranky, so we can ask him when he comes back, because I think that's a very important question that needs to be answered. So let me just pull him off screen. Yeah. But that's a very important question. What we need to do between that age, and could it be that our development is kind of behind time? Because could it be just our physical at 15? Could it be that we're functioning based on our physical abilities and attribute more so than proper footballing knowledge? And so now at 15, the proper knowledge supposed to creep in, but it is not there. So we really are where we really are, because what we're doing to be compared. For example, when I compare Jamaican with a say an American 15-year-old, the Jamaican may be better because what people say, we are born with the athletic ability, the natural skill to some extent. So at that, could it be that that is what we are functioning on at 15, while the other nations are getting the technical and tactical skills that are way more important, so that when they get to 17, those skills are already there, when we are just learning them and adding them to our natural ability?
Or do we ever learn them? So here's the thing, management. In the US, as you know, it's very structured, even too structured, right? I think in Brazil, what they do is let you pray free flowing until like 12, 13 years old. We're going to a structure. Here in the US, you're in a structure from your 5, 6 years old. So as you're saying, you learn the fundamentals real early. That's embedded in you. That's why sometimes we say the US don't have any skill, because they learn to play in a very structured way. The fundamentals has to be taught. Versus, I think for us, through your probably early teens, you get to play. You get to be in the park and just do what you want to do, right? You develop your skills, you develop your tricks real early, but you may not learn the fundamentals in terms of organizationally on the football field, how you situate yourself, how you position yourself, even frankly, how you make, better decisions. We have multiple decisions to be made, how you make better decisions. So we may learn those skill sets real early, which are even more of an imperative when you're early in your early years. But as you transition through to adulthood, the more structural elements of the game need to come forth, and we may not have the discipline or learn the discipline to execute against it.
Yep. Here's that. So I just got a message from Mr. Peart. He's saying that people tell me what to do. He's saying that because it's Christmas, he's with his mother. The internet is giving issues. If we want to reschedule until Boxing Day, or should he try again? Because
can he use his data management versus the Wi-Fi?
That's what I'm asking. Let me ask him again.
So he can use his phone, right? He can use his phone, or if you have a tablet. If he has data on it, and his data is not too expensive.
And take, yeah. Internet, hold on.
Karume asking, what is defined as skill? But if you ask that question, Karume, I can't answer,
Yeah, but
In Jamaica, skill is around ability to control a ball, to beat a man, to create space, to disentangle yourself from opponent. That's how we define skill, isn't it? We don't define skill. Sometimes we may define as ability to pick out a pass, but I think we more think about the individual and the ability to evade a situation versus making a 40-yard pass on the dime, splitting a defense. There are different ways of how people define that and how they consider it. In our country, in Jamaica, it's always about your ability to entangle yourself from the opponent, to get by the opponent, to use guard to beat the opponent.
yeah, yeah, and that and yeah, I getting a feedback. I don't know if you're listening to the program, Cranky, but it is.
My phone and my computer at the same time.
Yeah, so that, yeah,
I'm trying to read the comments. I can't do it on my computer.
yeah, man. So he's trying to come back, and we're trying to um. So let me just. But let me say this. I think that is a problem. I think at 8 years old, the kids in the other countries, they are learning the proper stuff from 8. So by the time they get to 17,
Yeah.
the structure is already there, the proper thing. I think we start learning that too late. So all we are doing to dominate them, because I can take some guys from some just some era, some 10-year-old Jamaican, and they will go and beat up some guys in the state because of the physical attributes and how fast they are. But when the same kids get to 16 at the same age, the other one, because the other one has been learning to pass and control, running off the ball all his days. While when you go to the ball field with the Jamaicans, it's just chiff and pile and salad.
Yeah. And you know what's funny, man? Now in the UK, that's appreciated, right? Before it wasn't appreciated. So when you can incorporate that skill set into a very structured environment, that then helps the person to differentiate themselves. If you think about a Salah, for example, think about those players who can do that in the Premier League, even though they exhibit the fundamentals. Those are the players who are differentiators. But that wasn't appreciated in the UK at one point. If you think back in the 70s, 80s, and even early 90s, now it's people value it, right? They get excited about Pepe using nutmeg, or we call salad, the other day. People getting all excited about it, how they enjoy it. That wasn't appreciated in the UK previously. Because you have to take risks to do that. And if you take risks, you may lose the ball. Ball retention and possession was the imperative, not the fact that you can get by a player sometimes.
I think here's what happened. You made a very good point. I think in the UK and in those places in Europe, they want you to do the tactical things first. And when you master those, then you can bring in the skill things. I think in Jamaica, it's different. You're a big baller in Jamaica, not based on your ability to control and pass and moving off the ball. It's based on your ability to pile and salad a man, which is important. So it is almost like we do it the flip way. We want the kids to do that first, and then later in their career, we teach them the technical and tactical skills in the game. While in other countries, they work on the technical and the tactical skills, and as they get better, they say, now you can add a little flair to your game. We want flair from the beginning.
I think we should do both, actually. So I think in Brazil, they learn flair first, then they learn the tactical. In Europe, as you're saying, they learn the tactical. In the US, it's all tactical, frankly. I'm not sure they even teach flair. Or in fact, in the US early age, the coaches weren't that good to even know flair to teach flair. Someone just go teach your kid how to play football, and he has no idea how to do so. I do think a combination is important, because think about it, management. If you don't learn the flair early, you'll probably never get that flair, That flair is days and days of practice at a young age to build up that flair. Most people don't learn that flair later on in their career. Don't really get the flair. That's why the ball seems bland sometimes. You're watching just like, it's a 5-yard pass, which are important. They're moving really well. You don't even notice it sometimes in the game management, because they're so fluid in what they're doing. It's such learned behavior, and it's so well rehearsed, and it does so well, but you're not really enjoying the football as much because you're used to the skill element of it, and you want to see that flair and that skill. Yeah, when you can combine that, that's an imperative.
And that is true. And then in other countries, I think the fact that you can play and not win and still be in your job is an issue. Because in Jamaica, if you're at a primary school and you're teaching the kids the right things, if you're just a coach, not a PE teacher, but a coach in a primary school, and you're teaching kids the right thing and not winning, you're going to be fired. In the States, for example, it's academies, and you pay to go to the academy. So you're not going to get fired. So you can teach them because they're coming there to learn to do you understand me, the right things and stuff.
Yeah, I think for us it's challenging, right? Because high school, primary school, that's where the competition. In the US, you can when you go to colleges and it's pro, frankly, even though they don't get paid, it's supposed to be amateur, even though that's changing. That's where those decisions are made, right?
Yeah.
Even in high school nowadays in the US, frankly, those decisions are made there. But at a younger age, you're right. It's all about the fundamentals. And one important thing, man, as you mentioned earlier in your program, around trying to raise funds to assist some former players. Here is my concern, which is those exceptional talent on the general basis, not all, don't necessarily do well in the educational system.
Yeah.
So when they transition to adulthood, they don't have a skill. And if you play ball up to you're 30, 35 years old and you had no skill you develop, when you leave football, which didn't pay you a ton, you didn't save and invest, what do you do afterwards?
Yeah.
That's my concern about sports for kids a lot of times, whereby even when they become professional management, as you know, some of them don't know how to manage money. So they end up in difficult financial situations. And a lot of the older players didn't have the ability, like you see with a Nicholson now, to play in a very good league, to make very good money, and to be able to help their families and themselves financially. I do think the education is the key, and we have to find a way as a society to really educate kids when they're really, really young, and really mandate them being educated, because only so many get to go play football at a professional level. And even then, if you don't have the fundamentals in terms of the intellect, in terms of the knowledge of to manage money, you still end up in a difficult situation.
Yeah, and that's a discussion we were having a couple nights ago about this whole high school and kids going through the high school system.
Yeah.
Which is a sad thing, because in Jamaica, like you said, probably every year 5 out of the 5,000 who play football are going to make meaningful money out of it.
Yeah, and even the ones who play football management, think about it. So if you're playing in the US side, you're making $70,000 a year. That's not a lot of money. For some people, it may be. But if you take out taxes management, so you get $50,000. After you then help support your family who may be challenged, you probably have 20,000 left. After you buy that car, you have 10,000. I mean, if you look at the money holistically, so how much do you save and invest? So when you retire at 35 or 30, you have money to sustain you going forward. You have a whole life to live. You may live to 60, 70, 80 years old. What do you do for the next 50, 40 years?
Yeah.
So that whole idea of, well, you know what, I'm a footballer and I play pro, even then, unless you're playing like the Antonios of the world, making £70,000 a week, it's very difficult.
Currently, Mr. Peart is asking, I need to find, when is Boxing Day?
It's Monday.
It's Monday.
Or is it? No, Sunday, actually. It's Sunday.
It's Sunday or Monday?
It's Sunday. Christmas is Saturday, right?
Yeah, but Sunday, if it falls on a holiday, is it Monday? So Mr. Peart he said that the data is giving problems.
Right,
but
okay.
I want you to come back on. He's asking me if you'll be available for Boxing Day.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Boxing Day is Monday versus Sunday, I watch Premier League football on Sundays. And Arsenal play. Well, it depends on what time, actually.
Yeah,
but
everybody's saying Monday.
Monday's a better day. Sunday's a difficult day. People gotta go to church. I mean, right? Sunday's a difficult day.
So people, maybe this is a blessing in disguise, because I am so sorry, because like I said, I just did surgery in a lot of pain.
Sorry to hear that. Man.
Yeah, man, I did. I do a surgery and I don't even know if I don't know if
on the back of your neck.
Yeah,
put
yeah.
something.
Yeah,
I've had about 10 surgeries, so I know how surgery is like.
Second surgery, because I did eye surgery as well. But I mean, the doctor had to come and check me this morning, give injection and all of that, right? So what I don't want to do is just I know a lot of people are on and to end the stream sometimes is disappointed because of the anticipation and the build-up, but we don't want to just go on. I know Cranky could probably engage you You know,
No. If you have to end the stream, you have to end the stream. You know, that's
yeah,
some work we'll do anyway.
yeah, man. So what we'll do is we'll have back Mr. Peart on Monday. He said he will be at home with his internet. We plugged into his modem and use his ADSL cable, which will work, and we will pick up there. So we're gonna do that on Monday. So please, again, and remember, we still are going to complete the interview with Carlton, Big Carl Simmons from Danoon. So you will have those. All right. So we're going to end the stream. I want to thank you for coming on. Listen, you don't even have to like the video. You understand me? Because
Why you gonna tell people not to like the video?
you know,
Huh? It was a brief reprieve in terms of what they were doing. Interrupt their day, they can go back to their normal day.
your friend Brian Drain is speaking to you. So
And I bet he said something negative. I don't even hear what he has to say. I bet he said something negative.
he said
It's innate in his being to be negative. So he said something negative. He probably said
he said you
it
drink.
was my fault or something. What did he
Yeah,
say?
he said you drinks it. He said
I-
Cranky
I-
drinks it.
no, actually, it was happening before I came on. I came on to try to help. No, look, the internet sometimes is you can't control the internet. That's what it does. So
Yes, so we will do that, and then Mr. Peart will be back on Monday. Again, we apologize for this. So please enjoy the rest of your Christmas. Be safe, and thank you for coming on. I can't even say like I share or anything like I feel bad to tell you to do any of that. So listen, just bless up and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. You know, I had a couple artists to come on today. You know.
you mean regular artists, musicians?
Yeah, to come on and do a little Christmas
You mean
program.
gospel? You mean gospel singers?
One is gospel, one is a gospel singer, one is a two, one is an American, a Jamaican American, big out
Okay.
there in he does it the I Am Sure song, and one is
Okay.
a big artist that do one of the top songs for this year.
Brain Drain says, "Is it Lady Saw?" And which Lady Saw is he talking about now, or the previous Lady Saw?
No,
The raunchy.
she's called Marian Hall, Minister Marian Hall.
Oh, so it's the minister you're getting, not the raunchy historical. Yeah. Okay.
What
Okay.
white cup? The man saying it, the white cup jinx it. What white cup?
I didn't have the white cup. They say I have a white cup. I have many white cups as Brain Drain. No. I was drinking from a white cup, drinking water. I try to drink a lot of water or
Oh,
tea.
oh
Yeah.
Jesus.
So they said I didn't have a white cup today. I don't know why they say the white cup jinx it.
Yeah, man. But listen, yeah, Marian Hall is the name. But I mean, thank you again. Happy belated birthday, Damian Hyatt. Yeah, man. So I'm going to jump off. Cranky, thank you for
Yeah,
coming.
man.
So I'll send you the link and thing for Monday. Because he
Okay.
said, yeah, he wants you to be on. All right, people.
All right. Cool.
Blessings. Please be safe. Enjoy the rest of the holidays. All right.
All right. Bless up. Bless up.
Yeah, man.